Alright, let's get right into this.
Agenda. It sort of seems religious to me. Um,
It's religious because a large fucking portion of those goddamn people we call politicians use religion as a fucking tool to pander to the fucking people to get their vote to get into fucking power. It's the only reason they say they're fucking Christian, whatever the fuck they want to say they are. If they said they're atheist, they're fucked. It's like fucking taboo. Alright, next point.
Quite frankly, nothing agitates me more than a popular authority figure. I mean that's just me. Popularity and authority, the combination of those two things, it bothers the shit out of me. As Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber might have said, it really chaps my ass. Um, you know, popular authority figures piss me off. And that's just the way it's going to be for me. But what I can't figure out about guys like the one.
Okay, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit too far, but anyway. Okay, at first, many fucking popular authority figures are going to be worshipped, and it's partly due to indoctrination. I'm not much of a guy to talk politics because I don't really give a fuck about them, but so you're probably asking why am I making this video. It's because I'm fucked in the head. Anyway, so from what I see up here is whatever politician does the best job at lying gets in. It's that simple. He's gonna pander, and then you get whoever does the best job, who sounds like they lie the best, gets in. So I'll give you an example. Recently, the government of Nova Scotia, the province I live in, became New Democratic Party, or NDP. The NDP said that they were going to pump a lot of money into the lobster fishery, which is the big thing in Nova Scotia, the lobster fishery, and they were going to create a bunch of new jobs to lower taxes. Where the fuck's this money and where are these new jobs? We still pay the same fucking amount of tax and we have no more money pumped into the fucking lobster fishery than we did last year. Fuck you, NDP. So, anyways, I'm waiting. Okay, so, anyways, I'm not calling Barack Obama a liar that he did this, but because he did make a healthcare reform, which I agree with, because up here in fucky land, or whatever you call Canada, we've got awesome healthcare, and I think you guys should have the same shit we do. But anyway, like I said, the fucking popular guy, usually popular, no, the guy that lies the best usually gets in, but when they get in, they usually don't go through with their plans, which is most of the fucking time. Alright, next point.
And they loved everything that the man did. So state indoctrination didn't bother these people while Bush was in office.
It didn't matter because they agreed with everything he was fucking doing, and the people that were higher up there with Bush made fuckloads of money off of it. Why are they gonna want him voted out when they're making fucking millions of dollars off the shit that he did? Okay, next point. This is gonna be a long one.
About what that speech was. It's not about the importance of education. It was about assigning value to state education. And that's all it was. It was more propaganda to pump up the state education program, the camp, the training program, which is really all it was to me. Call me crazy, but that's all it was. You know, it wasn't a speech about how being an educated individual is important. It was about how you have to come to us for the optimal educational environment. You have to come to us. Otherwise, you're not going to amount to shit. And
That's true. That is indoctrination. That speech telling people they have to live that way, or they have to come to them to, or they won't amount to anything. That's indoctrination in its own way. Because if they don't do this, they're fucked, and they're telling them what to do. So, I'm all for Obama's healthcare reform. Like I said before, we have great healthcare in Canada, and you guys should too. But if you want to talk about healthcare, I will, but not in this video. Anyway, you shouldn't have to go to anyone for your education. The president's speech on education in its own ways is like indoctrination, like I said above. Fuck, you can't call anything indoctrination if you don't agree with it. Like, you can just say that's indoctrination because I don't agree with it, but that's not the point of this argument. Anyway, okay, let's say I'm making a bunch of fucking chocolate cakes, and I know a certain individual that would fucking love me to make these chocolate cakes. So, the government in power at the time doesn't give a fuck because they're off selling cakes too, talking about how corn growing is morally wrong, how the founding fathers didn't agree with corn growing, the cake makers encourage thoughts that bash corn growing, they preach this to the young and influential people on how corn growing ruins the economy. So election time rolls around, and the corn Nazis get voted in. So I'm told I can't make my fucking cakes anymore. When the cake dicks were in power, it didn't fucking matter what I was doing. But now that the corn dicks are in there, I can't make my fucking corn. My cakes. The Nazi corn people applied the same shit the goddamn cake people were doing to corn. They just fucking reversed it. So the corn Nazis were all pissed off because I was doing something they couldn't do and they had no power and they whined and bitch. They got into power and the roles reversed. So the government fucked me around and indoctrinated everyone into their corn, and cake was the bitch of the stock market because I couldn't fucking make it anymore. So it just tanked, 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 tanked. Fuck you, corn Nazis. And fuck you, Woods of Jordan, fucking cake bastard. He was the only reason I made money at that anyway, because fuck, he bought all my goddamn cakes. So, correct me if I'm wrong with that analogy, because that is kind of fucked up. But, to point it out if I'm missing the point. So, the gist of it, as I understand, is that one group is in power doing something, and the majority of people are happy. We'll use this, my hand is the majority, and then this four-fingered hand is the minority. So, we're happy, you can just fuck off. So, another group comes along, wins the election. Oh look, we got just more people than you. I'll just grow a magic finger here, so we got 6. So now they fuck off. Because these new assholes have a different agenda and they're in power. And we can't make a motherfucking cake. Is that pretty much what the thing is? People aren't happy because they can't make their goddamn cake anymore. Like, with the fucking conservative assholes. So, anyway, let's go on to the next point.
Children will be told to stand up, place their hands on their chest, and pledge allegiance to the state every fucking day. They're being taught what the state wants them to be taught.
Now, pledging allegiance is another form of indoctrination. The kids never asked if they could. They were just told, you're gonna fucking do this. So it doesn't matter who you're pledging allegiance to. They pound it into your head at a young enough age, as in the kids at this fucking school, and they're just starting to believe it, no matter how ludicrous it is. Does that sound familiar? Because I know another fucking group of people that do this every fucking Sunday. So fuck fundamentalism. Anyway, the reason, to my understanding, why the conservative parents are upset is because, like you said, Obama's agenda is different from theirs. Because he wants equality for everyone, or so he says. He could be pandering. I don't fucking know. And since he's trying to have a hand in their children's education, and he doesn't have the exact views on what they want to be done, they automatically think it's bad because they've been told. He's not part of our party, it's bad. Fuck him. That's what they've been told. So, anyway, that's my fucking video for the day, Sarah Hahn. I hope you like that. I tried to actually, as you can tell, my eyes fucking go there. I had a little bit of a scripted plan going out, so I didn't talk about bullshit and cake like I did, but I did anyway. And I didn't make that I make that video asking for money over the phone because that's fucked. I was drunk that night, and yeah. But I still might make the cartoon thing after midterms, so let me know then. Anyway, later, dude. Do you like the fucking raccoon hat? Like, I killed it myself, and it was getting into my garbage one night. Like, look at this. With the fucking tear in the skin. Anyway, it's got a nice fucking tail, too. You can tell I'm Canadian.